weekend here at Andrew Spice Garden. We got a special treat for you today. Today we have here is an Efitment T012 treadmill. This one is a really good one. We did a lot of research on treadmills. What we were looking for was something that had an auto incline. A lot of these lower end ones do not have auto incline. Essentially you can only leave it at one level, or you got to get off and it's manual, and you got to move it to a different level. So this one is auto, and it's got Bluetooth capabilities and also a speaker, and it's a good size for in-house treadmill. So we did a lot of research, and this Efitment, this company is really good as well. Really first class customer service and a lot of positive feedback. So let's go take a look. Let's break this guy up a little. Okay guys, so I laid it flat on the ground, and the reason we have it outside is it's pretty big. It's about 5.5 feet in height and about a foot in width. So I couldn't bring it in as the box. So what we're gonna do is open it up and bring it in pieces and put it together downstairs in the basement. Okay, so here we go. Packed really well. Also, customer service emailed us, ensuring us that if there's any parts broken or missing, any plastics, they'll replace it right away. So maintain the box and go through each part carefully, because it's shipping from California. So there was some possibility of minor damage to this. So let's take a look at this, and then once we get the pieces together, we're gonna bring it inside. We didn't show you, but it was a little difficult bringing it down the stairs. We're putting this in our basement by the window. Got a TV here, so it's a perfect place for it. It's actually just one side, top side heavy. So this side was very heavy. So you could do it with two people. Just make sure your wife has muscles.
I had it though.
Yeah, she did it. Good job, good job. All right, so what's good? It's got 4 wheels. So right now, I'm just gonna pick it up and move it over to where we're gonna place it. So here you go. Move this bad boy down here, and it's going, I guess, this way.
In my head?
We can move it later. Figure we just. All right, I'm gonna lay it down right here.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, hopefully the tough part is over. So let's take a look at the pieces. We're gonna put this together, and we'll let you know. The good thing about this is, as you can see, the main body is already in one piece. So I read a lot of reviews, and that's pretty simple to put together. We're gonna find out. Look like you just gotta put the power, the components, and the LED part, and it should be ready to go. Okay, all right guys, some of the packaging here. We got the manual, user manual. Guess this is some sort of scanning to give review. The company is called Zuva. I did extensive research on it. It's actually a really good company for treadmills and cardio machines. I would recommend checking them out. We'll put the link below on the description, so take a look at it. Again, anybody who's looking to have a cardio workout in the house, especially with what's going on now with quarantine and COVID and all that stuff, you can't beat this, because, I'm still getting my workout in, push-ups and sit-ups and some squats, but the cardio is always difficult. I know I can go out and run, but I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable right now with what's going on here, especially in New York City. So I thought this was a good idea. But you want the honest truth? What happened? You really want the honest truth, guys? Guess who made me get this? Who the person who's holding this camera right now? The wife wanted it. I pushed it as long as I can. I try to explain to her, most of the time these treadmills turn into a place where you hang your laundry. We all know about this, right? But just remember this video, and then we're gonna come back a month later. Let's see how many calories she's burning that month using this treadmill. But I'm gonna use it because I always do extensive research on anything I buy, especially if it's a good amount of money. So this one is actually about $500. which is about a mid-size, mid-range treadmill. We looked at one with some of those that was a little bit cheaper, but again, a lot of them didn't have the auto incline, which is a very important feature. And we feel like, you know, if you're going to invest in your health and something long-term, you want to put some money into it as well. Obviously, this is not the same ones as in the gym, but this is the best bang for your buck for an in-house treadmill. So let's take a look at it, and we're going to try it out later. And okay. So first thing they said, you can take, so there was something that's posted all over the place here. It says, remove the safety block before assembly. So it's right here in the front. Let's take a look at this. Right here. There's a safety block right here. If you come around, you can see we got to remove that. So they give you some nuts and bolts here. You got your Allen key, you got a little screwdriver. So it's probably the tools you need to actually assemble this. It doesn't look like that complicated. And of course, guys, I know we don't try to look at manuals, but I'm going to save myself the stress. I don't want to get into any arguments later on. So I'm going to read the manual, and we're going to take our time, and we're going to put this together. So you could probably just watch our video and do it yourself next time. All right. Allen key. Take this out. All right, there you go. One piece down. All right, that's what they said. Now we're gonna start reading the manual. Also, everybody keeps asking why do I always wear this hat. You know what time it is? Bills Mafia for life. Buffalo Bills all day, every day. Represent. Let's go. All right, so let's go read this. Go.
Okay.
So unbox, everything's here. So I'm just gonna go step by step. I'm looking at this. It's really quick. It's 7 steps. The first 2 steps is really just unboxing and just, you know, making sure all the parts are there. And third step is just putting it up and putting the side screws so we can balance it out. Now, again, this comes almost fully assembled. So all they're asking us right now to do is use the Allen key and let's take the support the left and right upright tube. So these are the tubes. They're saying hold it both ways so it doesn't fall down while you're inserting the bolts with the washer. So next step, fix the left and right upright tubes, and it gives you the description of the pieces using bolts and washers. So here are your bolts and your washers, right? So very simple. You only need, it looks like you just need one person for this job, but if you need somebody to hold the sides, you can do that. Just all right, this one, get the washer in there. Let's see how this goes. It's going in pretty smooth here. Probably should balance it out with the other side also, but that's all right. Let's make sure this bad boy goes in smooth. There you go. Give it a little push. Push the tubes so that it lines perfectly. And I'll tighten it after I put the other side in as well. So listen, guys and ladies, gentlemen, we've installed much more difficult items than this. So this is some good news. Very easy. I thought it was going to be complicated, but again, all the reviewers, they said this is the best product, best service, and easiest to assemble. So can't beat that. Let's go to the other side and put this guy in.
Let's go. See all the work we do for ladies. I mean, all I gotta say is, it's a great product, but this product is only as good as using it. It's like a gym. You know those of you who have fancy gyms and memberships, $100, $150 a month. Then they just collect it and stay home and watch some TV. So let's put this. Come on. There you go. Everything's lubricated, so lubricated. So that's good. They also provide you with some of the oil you need as well. So this is good stuff. Did I forget? Did I forget to put a... Oh, it's not in mine. Mine's on this side. Okay, so I'm going to just start tightening these.
Always want to, not going to tighten too tight because I like to try it out and see if there's any imbalance, so we can loosen it and tighten it. I had a couple of exercise bikes, and that's always been the problem. You assemble everything first, and then you gotta disassemble it because it's not the perfect balance with these cardio machines. You want to make sure there's some balance. Okay, now again, this is a T012 from Efitment. I'll include the link below on the description. Highly recommend it. I'm already burning calories just putting this together. Let's go. All right, what do we got? Okay, so that's step 4. Next step, fix the console. So we have the console here, so let me take a look at it and do my own little research, so I won't have to bore you with it. Once I figure it out, come back and take care of that part. Okay, guys, we are at step 5 now. So step 4, we added the bolts and the washers and placed it out in the upright position. So a quick a little comedy hour here. So step 5 says fix the console to the left and right using 4 bolts and washers, right? Step 5. Again, it's me. I don't read instructions. That's why. So we're here figuring out. Wait a minute, this thing is already installed. Like, what the heck? What are we supposed to do here? I see the console, and I can't find any place to put the bolts. So we've been looking around. We were gonna skip the spot. I guess in the excitement, we didn't realize that this treadmill is not even in the complete position. So first you want to do is straighten it out. There you go. Wow, now look, this looks like an actual treadmill. So trying to figure that out. Okay, so this is pretty simple. You got 1, 2 on each side, right? Yeah. So we're just gonna, again, it's all you need. This is the tools they gave us. So we're gonna take a bolt, place it in there. It's going in really smooth. This has got to be one of the easiest assemblies that I've ever done. We've done grills, we've done what do you call it? Pool tables and foosball table. But this is just something no. Okay, guys, last step, step 7. This has to be one of the easiest assemblies that we've ever done. All right, so step 7, you may cut off the packing belt. Okay, so I already actually did that. There was a belt on this. It says do not cut the packing belt until the end, just for safety purposes. So I think they're talking about this stuff. I already had cut this, but if you don't want to cut it early, just don't cut it. So only a couple of parts left in here. Let's see what we have here. Attach the left and right upright tube covers, which is these 2 pieces, onto the side. So let's do that. It's nothing. It's just your little cover. That goes in there. Before I get to the other side, you got that heart rate monitor here. Well, no, I'm sorry. This is that
Stop.
That emergency stop. I don't know why I said heart rate monitor, but I think this does have that emergency stop. Just put it in. It's got a little magnet right here. Just put it in the front. There you go. You got that clip. Oh, you guys. Okay, that's it for that. And finally, you may now cut the belt. Insert the safety key. I'm sorry. Well, I already did that. Here's the safety key. I don't know why I said heart rate monitor. Safety key. Cut the belt. Assembly is now complete. But, all the reviews I read, don't jump on this. Guys, tell you ladies, don't jump on this and start running. Important notice, you will need to lubricate your treadmill before the first use. So that's why it comes with some lubricant. and make sure that we take care of this stuff. I know we're kind of in a rush to get this thing going, but we're gonna do that right now. So initial assembly is complete, but again, as I mentioned earlier, it says you must lubricate it before you initially start using the machine. But even before that, there's a maintenance and care page on page 10 of the manual, how to center the running belt. You want to make sure it's centered because you don't want it to be moving from side to side. So this is a belt, and the other part is like the base. So it discusses both parts of it. So we're gonna take a look at it and see how we have to make sure it's aligned correctly. So it says here on the back, first thing it says is turn on. You know what? Let's turn it on for the first time. Back here, gonna turn this boy on. Ready? Wait for it. There you go. It's on. I actually made a little announcement earlier. I'm not sure how to do that. Okay, so it said to turn it on and then place the treadmill on level ground and set it at 3 to 5 miles per hour to check if the running belt drifts. If it's moving from side to side, then we're gonna have to tighten it. So I'm just gonna put it on, say 4, start, 4. So then bring it back down to, we'll go 3.5. It says 3 to 5. You know what? Let's leave it at 4. Okay, so you can see it. Look. Can you hear it? That's that beautiful sound of calories being burned. All right, so if you come down a little here, you can see it. I don't notice much drifting, but I do see a little bit here on this side. If you notice, it's going to the right a little bit. So what it's telling us, again, this isn't too much. I'm not gonna go crazy over this, but we can just test it so I can show you guys what you need to do. So on each side, there's access to, says running belt adjustment. Counterclockwise, to loosen it. Clockwise, to tighten it. So it says on the manual, if you see any sort of drift, tighten it a quarter. Clockwise on the right side and counterclockwise on the left side. Let me just read that to you again. So if the running belt moves to the right, turn the adjusting bolt on the right side a quarter turn clockwise. Then turn the left adjustment bolt quarter turn counterclockwise. So adjusting may require half or full turn. If the running belt does not move, repeat the steps until it centers. Okay. Well, I think it should be does move. That's okay. So let's try this. It's still loose. That's about a quarter of a turn. Let's turn the left side. Quarter of a turn. I'm still seeing. Shit, I think it got a little better. So, what if I tighten it a little bit more? Mess with this a little bit. Really should really follow the instructions. It's very simple. You have adjustment sides on both sides, running belt. Whatever direction you do on one side, you got to do the opposite direction on the opposite side. Counterclockwise on the left, clockwise on the right, clockwise, counterclockwise on the left, clockwise on the right. So make sure you follow those. Otherwise, it's gonna go out of line. So when I first did it, I did clockwise on both sides. So what happened was that the belt moved to the extreme left. So I had to readjust it. Actually, I had to read the manual again. But you can see right now, it's pretty straight. When they're talking about alignment, it's basically just trying to center the actual belt. So right now, it's pretty good. It's centered, and we're not gonna mess around with this too much more. So let's move on to the lubricant. Just gonna turn this off. Stop. Now, the instructions do say that when you're lubricating the belt, you want to turn the power off completely, and make sure that there's no current coming through. So we're going to just power it off, take care of that, and then just finish up here. So on the manual, it says to, pick up the belt. If the belt is tight, you have to loosen it, but I wouldn't recommend loosening this belt. Some of the YouTubers, they loosen the belt and they put the lubricant, all over it, and then they tighten it. But I think this belt came just correct, so I'm not gonna mess with that unless if it shows a significant change in the tightness of the belt. So right now we're good to go. It said to use a rag to wipe it across, but I'm just gonna go underneath it and just spray it across, and then just let it do its magic, and then we'll test it out. Basically, it's already loosened enough to fit this inside. You cut a hole inside, and now I'm just gonna spray a little bit in the middle. I'll go to the other side. Let's see if I can get in here as well. Yeah. Now there's multiple ways to do this. If you loosen it, you can get really, really inside it. But as you can see, I already felt it coming out. Oh, this is perfect. It's gonna.
You can go to different spot, like all the way down.
Yeah. It's gonna take it. Now the belt is what moves, right? So as long as when you start using this and you're stepping on this, it's gonna spread the lubricant, and then the belt moves and it's gonna pick it up. You want to just maintain this. It says here, depending on how often you use this. Light users, less than 3 hours a week, every 6 months. Medium users, 3 to 5 hours a week, every 3 months. Heavy users, more than 5 hours a week, every 2 months. So just try to maintain this. For me, after reading all the reviews, the belt is what gives out first. So you want to make sure that you maintain that, and you should be good to go. So what we're gonna do now, this video was just for the installation and the assembly and a quick review of everything so far. What we're gonna do is maybe tomorrow we're gonna come back and we're gonna actually put this machine to test, check out all the functionalities, and also burn some calories. And then so this way I can give you a thorough, in-depth review of the capabilities of this Efitment T012. It's actually a really, really great looking treadmill for the house. So I want to make sure that I give you all of my feedback. Just a couple of quick things. It has speakers, and it's got an audio jack, and it has Bluetooth. So you can't go wrong with this. It's got everything you need plus more for an in-home treadmill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide the description and the link below. So if you're interested, click on that link and check it out. Read all the reviews. I'm not saying buy this or not, but of all the in-home treadmills that I saw, this is the best one, best bang for your for the price. So highly recommend it. But stay tuned for part 2 of this. So it'll give you a little more confidence to see if you really want to purchase this or not. So I'll see you guys then. So this is Unjuiced Spice Garden. It's a cooking channel, but I'm taking over because I got a lot of things to review, and I think you're gonna enjoy this one and the upcoming video. So I'll see you guys then. This is your boy Dave. See you soon.